So Fortnite Chapter 6 without a doubt had one of the best chapter launches we've ever had. Chapter 6 Season 1 adds not only a new map, but a ton of new content and a ton of new features that we've never had before. If we're talking about the pure amount of content added, this should be the most exciting season ever. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you disagree with that. Including me, this is not the most excited I felt playing Fortnite. And part of that is pretty obvious. This isn't our first time getting a new map. Obviously, Chapter 2 Season 1 was way more exciting. Even though Chapter 2 Season 1 didn't add nearly as much content, it was our first time getting a new map. Chapter 3 Season 1 was also super exciting because Chapter 2 was the longest chapter ever. Everyone started getting sick and tired of the Chapter 2 map, which made Chapter 3 feel really fresh and really fun. But then Fortnite made a weird decision. They decided to make Chapter 3 only 4 seasons long, leading us into Chapter 4 really fast. Just a year after Chapter 3 came out and we were already on another new map. Another year later we had Fortnite OG and then Chapter 5. And then fast forward another year and we have Chapter 6. In my opinion, if Chapter 6 Season 1 came out a few years ago, it would have been the most liked season ever, without a doubt. More liked than Chapter 2 Season 2, more liked than the Chapter 1 seasons, more liked than anything. But it's not, and by now most of us I think have pieced together the reason, and that's because we're getting used to the new chapter launches. Getting an entirely new map used to be something exciting, something super fun, something awesome, something that got the whole community thrilled. And to an extent it still is, but the newer chapter launches are noticeably less thrilling than the first 3 were. Now, a lot of people in the Fortnite community are going to blame this on the chapters only being a year long. Rather than spending 2 years on each map, getting used to that map, making memories on the map, and eventually getting sick of that map and ready to move on, the new chapters keep us there for only half as long, and then move on to the next map really quickly. However, in my opinion, this isn't exactly true. I don't think the amount of time spent on a map necessarily decides how exciting the next one's gonna be. Regardless of how long the chapters are, it doesn't change the fact that once we get a chapter, it's been a new chapter. What does that even mean? What I'm trying to say here is, no matter how long a chapter is, it doesn't change the fact that each chapter will be slightly less exciting than the last, simply because it's not our first time getting a new map anymore. Every single new map's going to be a little less exciting because we've already had some new maps before it. Now, obviously, there's a few exceptions to this. For example, although Chapter 6 is new, a lot of people might have still found it more exciting than the previous chapter, Chapter 5, simply because they found Chapter 6 more appealing than Chapter 5. But besides that, for the most part, every chapter's usually going to be a little bit less exciting than the previous, except for a few exceptions here and there. So I guess my point is that it doesn't matter if chapters are 2 years long or 1 year long. Either way, we're getting to the point where new chapter launches just don't feel the same. I'm just kidding, it definitely matters how long the chapters are. Either way, I think chapters are going to get less and less exciting as time moves on, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a way to slow it down. 2 year-long chapters would definitely slow this down, and perhaps also expand the how's that word pronounced? I'm looking it up, guys, give me a second.
Longevity.
Okay, longevity is how it's pronounced. 2 year-long chapters could possibly expand the longevity. I already forgot how they pronounced it. 2 year-long chapters could expand the longevity of Fortnite. Or would they? We shouldn't forget that in Chapter 2, a lot of people were getting sick of that map. Same with Chapter 1, to be honest. So if 4 season chapters are too short and 8 season chapters are too long, what should we do? I think 6 seasons is the perfect amount of time for a Fortnite chapter. The perfect amount of time to tell a good story, the perfect amount of time to keep consistent map changes, the perfect amount of time to spread out all the seasons onto. 4 seasons is just not enough, and 8 seasons might be too much. But 6 seasons, that might be the way. So what do you guys think? Should Epic stick with 1 year-long chapters, or should we go back to 2 year-long chapters? Or do you agree with me and think we should go for a 1.5 year, 6 season-long chapters? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a wonderful day.